What is going on, guys? Michael here, back at you with another value-packed video, and today we're going to be going over a super important question that a lot of people in the dropshipping industry ask themselves. What is a winning product, and is my product a winning product? So in just a second, we're going to hop into my computer over here and go over exactly what you need to be looking for, the things you need to be doing exactly, and how to execute them to find out if the product that you're currently using is actually a winning one. So let's get right into it. I will see you inside the computer. Okay guys, so how to know if the product that you are using is a winning one. Huge thing to really know, big concept to grasp, but there's a ton of easy, simple, proven ways to know whether or not the product that you're pushing currently is actually going to work. So let's get right into it. So right off the bat, we can go over a few things. And these are kind of dependent variables that need to be standing in order to get a good idea. So what you're going to want to be doing is testing 3 different ads. What I mean by this is 3 different ad copies, 3 different creatives. You know, whether you're testing a video ad, a picture ad, and then maybe something for Instagram or Facebook story. You want to be testing 3 different types of ad copies themselves. Ad copy meaning the text and the creative as well. What this will kind of eliminate is the guesswork with actually knowing if the ad you're using, if you're just using one type of ad, it will take away that guesswork of if your ad just is essentially crap. So the other thing that you want to be testing is lookalike audiences. So what do I mean by lookalike audiences? You know, which ones? The easiest ones off the bat are 95% of people who have viewed the video ad that you're running. Obviously, VC, people who have viewed your content on your site. Lookalikes on that. Lookalikes on people who have added to cart, initiate checkout. And then finally, once you start to begin to get them, lookalikes on people who have purchased from your site. So at first, we're going to be doing 3 different ads. Lookalikes after we've run a couple of these ads, which are the broad testing. 10 ad sets with single interests in tier 1 countries. So this is kind of your base. You know, this is where you're going to be just venturing out on a product. You're going to be creating 10 different ad sets, each one equipped with 3 different actual ads themselves, each one with single interests in tier 1 countries. From there, once you've gathered some data, you can start to do these lookalike audiences. This is your essential testing, and you will need these in place in order to even determine if or if not your product is winning. So, you know, a lot of people get really frightened by this because they feel like this is a ton of money. Normally, with this strategy that I set out is allocating about $300 to $500 on a testing budget. And this can work with as little as $5 a day, easy. A lot of people think that you need a lot more money, $5 a day on each ad set. A lot of people think you need a lot more money, but $5 a day on each given ad set, you know, 3 days, 72 hours can give you a great idea, especially with killing the ad sets that aren't working. So let's get into that exactly. Knowing the data, knowing your break-even point, knowing the minimum return on ad spend needed is a key factor to actually be successful with analyzing if your product's winning. Now remember, at first the goal is just to break even, to build that data so you can run more effective lookalikes and kind of give the pixel that you have, season the pixel that you have so that Facebook can better push your ads to the right people. So you want to remember that break even is the goal, not profit at first. As long as you're breaking even, you can pretty much assume that the product you're using can be successful about 80% of the time. So you need to be constantly monitoring this data and killing any ad set that goes over 5 times the amount of money you need to break even. So what do I mean by that? If you need $10 on a given ad to break even, and you've spent $50 on an ad set, and I'm just pushing out numbers here, then you want to kill that, because basically, sometimes ads can get on to a slow start and you don't want to kill them immediately. But once they go over a certain threshold, and usually that's 4 to 5, I'm saying 5 on a higher basis, you're going to want to kill that ad set, because most likely it's not going to be effective. Stop wasting dollars there. Stop wasting money there. Okay, so you're pushing these ads and you're getting a super low cost per click. You're not getting a super low cost per click, forgive me. So most of the time, if your cost per click is over about $1, it's the ad copy itself. It's nothing else besides for that, usually, unless you're targeting a totally outrageous audience that has nothing to do with your product. It's going to be the reason why people aren't clicking is because your ad isn't actually enticing at all. So you want to make sure that if this is happening, you don't keep testing this ad that's not getting people to click on it, because you're just wasting money here, essentially. Now, here's another thing that happens a lot. A lot of visitors, but no conversions. And by conversions, in this case, I mean purchases. What does this mean? So what you want to be sure that you're doing is making sure that you have a lower price at first. See if this makes a difference. The reason why you're doing lower cost at first is because it's going to definitely 100% chance increase the amount of people that do buy your product. And the reason that you're doing lower cost and not really shooting for this profit is to build that data, which is the most crucial, most important factor of it all. Once you have this data built, you can then say, okay, let me go and raise my prices a little bit and see if this actually makes any difference. A lot of the times, once you have this data, it really won't. So you want to start with a lower price at first to increase the chances of conversions, to build this data, and make sure that this is happening. Make sure that you start to build these purchases, because that is the most important conversion, of course. So another problem that I see a lot of people have is a lot of visitors, but no conversions at all. So what this usually means is that you're targeting the wrong audience, or you're matching the wrong product with just the wrong group of people, or targeting countries that aren't tier 1. A lot of people will do worldwide targeting, get 800 people on their site and not see a conversion and then think, oh, it must be my product. No, it's the people that you're targeting for your product. You're targeting the wrong people. You're targeting people that can't actually even buy the product. You want to be targeting the right audience, because if you're targeting a completely different audience for a product that you're selling and then you're not seeing the results, well, you can't blame the product, because certain people just don't buy certain things. I mean, if you're targeting a bikini, right, to men, it could be the coolest bikini in the world, but no dude is going to buy a bikini for themselves. I mean, yeah, you might get somebody buying a bikini as a gift, but it's just not going to work. So that's why you have to make sure that your audience is targeted correctly, and how you do this is what we discussed in the beginning right off the bat, which was broad testing, lookalike audiences, and making sure that the ad resonates. So what you're going to do after this, right? Once you've ran these testing ads, is you're going to continue to run anything after your break-even return on ad spend and kill anything under it. Now you're going to be able to get a sense of, okay, these are working, these are going to work, and these ad sets aren't. And this is super important knowledge. So that's why you have to monitor and then run only the break-even return on ad spend ads. Now, if after testing all of this, there are no break-evens, you're not seeing next to any purchases, and every other factor is controlled. And what I mean by that is your website is in check, your ad is getting clicks, you're targeting multiple audiences, and many of these audiences are clicking on your website. That is how you can know that your product is not winning. The product doesn't work, whether it's oversaturated, whether the product just has been pushed too much, whether the trend is over. You can now know time to move on. Now, in a better case scenario, if you are at a break even across multiple ad sets, now it's time to work on becoming profitable, scaling the profitable ad sets, and killing anything under those break-even points. And if you are interested, I do offer another video on exactly how to do this that I will link below. So, just going over everything one more time, to really find out if a product is winning, and it's a very vague question, but the real way to find it out analytically and essentially scientifically is to know that you're running a proper testing strategy, that you're running proper ads that are gaining attention, that you have a site that is set up completely and utterly next to perfect, and you're targeting a broad amount of people that are interested in the products that you're offering or the niche that you're offering. If you're doing all of this and the product is still not selling, you're still not seeing a break even, then you can know that this product is not winning, time to move on to a different one. Here's the plus side of doing this. Now, this is a super golden key, and for staying to the end, you're going to be able to get this. Now, if you've ran this, right? You've gotten people viewed the content, maybe you've gotten some add to carts, and you're working on this in this niche, you can pick another winning product or another potential winning product within this niche and use this data. You can use all of the people who have viewed the other product, right, within this given niche, and now push another one that targets the same type of buyers that may be a winning product. Simple as that. Now you don't have to go through the stress of building this brand new data again, starting from fresh zero. Go into the same niche, stick in the same vertical, and now you'll be able to target people most similar to the product that you already ran that isn't, a winning one. Simple as that, guys. So, like always, if you gained even the slightest bit of value in this video, please throw a thumbs up and subscribe below. Comment anything you would like. I love engagement, love comments. And as always, I will see you in the next video.